up Lover's Choice. Oh my gosh. Comrade chairpersons at the meeting. Two wonderful young comrades, full of vibes. Make we big up the two chairpersons, man. Oh, what a wonderful job they have been doing. Comrade General Secretary, enough respect every time. Comrade officers, Comrade Fenton Ferguson, my brethren. 7-star general. History will judge you kindly as a man who served the people well and who continues to serve the People's National Party in a very positive way. Enough respect is due. The two great candidates who we have put forward to represent the people of St. Thomas in the East and the West. In the East, Comrade Yvonne Rosemary Shaw, a champion of the people. In the West, a general, a man who's not afraid of nobody, a man with plans for the people, Hubert the Ryan Williams. Me's a football man, you know. I'm chairman of Arnett Gardens Football Club, you know. And a tool of who I give them. Rose got put one in the rat hole on the right. And Ryan I got put one in the rat hole on the left. Two love them I go get. Because we're marching on to progress. And progress is the People's National Party. I wanted us to big up all who are here tonight, the workers and warriors, foot soldiers, supporters of the People's National Party here in St. Thomas, and all who have come from far to be part of the meeting. Look, rain did fall and thing. Yes, all junglists pick up on themselves. How you mean? Look, rain fall earlier, and they never leave and run where left it. And the meeting nice, don't the meeting nice. Everybody feel nice, energy nice. I want to pay enough respect to those watching us online, all over Jamaica and in the diaspora and beyond. Thank you for the time, thank you for listening to us. You know, I want you to hear what we have to say because we have a serious message of hope for the people of this country. So good evening, Jamaica. Everywhere I go, I hear the frustrations of the people, the despair of the people, the feeling that they were promised prosperity, but have been left standing in the same place where they were 10 years ago. Some of them are worse off than they were 10 years ago. But I also see something else. I see the determination of the people. I see their love for their country. I see people who have not given up hope. And I want you to know that I haven't given up hope either, because this is a great country and we're going to make it great for our children and the future generations. This upcoming election is not just another election. It is a turning point in the history of the country. It is a moment for us to decide what kind of country we want to live in and what kind of leadership we want our country to have. Because Jamaica, time come for honesty. Time come for decency. Time come for leadership that cares, that listens, and will deliver for the people of this country. For too long now, our people have been governed by a crew more focused on public relations and gimmicks than serving the people who elected them. Billions of dollars missing from the public purse. Missing and gone. Hospitals unfinished. Schools overcrowded. People struggling to buy food, struggling to pay bills, while government ministers enrich themselves and get richer and more arrogant every day. That is not leadership, people. That is exploitation of the people. But I believe in something different. I believe in good government. A government that works for the people. Service over self. That is the motto I uphold. I believe that every family, all people in Jamaica, should have access to affordable housing, clean water in the tap, in your pipe at home, health care that you can access that doesn't leave you in poverty. I believe in a strong and growing economy. Not talk, but action backed up by real investments in young people, in agriculture, and in small business to drive growth and to drive wealth creation in this country. I believe in Jamaica, a Jamaica where children can have access to the best education, no matter what their address and where they live. I believe in a Jamaica where women, children, our elders, persons with disabilities are heard, are protected, are not used or ignored or abused. This is not a wish list, my people. This is our mission, because dignity should never be a privilege. Dignity is the right of every Jamaican. That is why the next PNP government is committed to our tradition of social justice. It was social justice when Michael Manley in the 1970s passed the Status of Children Act so that no bastard, not they again, everyone lawful. It was social justice when I, as Minister of Justice, passed a law to decriminalize personal use of ganja so that a youth on a corner can be hauled and pulled and arrested and carried to station and carried to court for a little spliff or a little whistler or a jar of weed. And a Rasta man can't be hauled and pulled and locked up for a chalice or a chillum pipe neither. And there's more work to be done, because under this government, the ganja industry for medical and therapeutic ganja has lost its way. Persons who have invested in it are very upset and unhappy with how it has been handled by this government. We are going to fix the industry. We're going to ensure that the small farmers in particular in St. Thomas and elsewhere in Jamaica will have access to the industry so that they can become lawful cultivators and be part of the integrated industry that will sell our ganja as good medicine for the people of the world, to heal the nation and to heal the world. Social justice in Jamaica requires that our people should have access to the beautiful beaches of this country. Right now, most of our beaches, the Jamaican people can't have access to. And I have checked it out. And in other parts of the Caribbean where they have strong tourism industry, their people are not excluded from their beaches. So why should it be any different here in Jamaica? I am going to work with the tourism interests. I'm going to work with the hotel sector, and we're going to work a deal that will ensure that the people of Jamaica have access to the nice beaches of this country. And if it's necessary, we will use the power of the law, because we know how to do social engineering through legislation. We are also concerned about governance in this country. We do not like what is happening in relation to the Integrity Commission. We do not like what is happening in relation to the Financial Investigations Division. We do not like what happened in relation to the Political Ombudsman. These are important institutions for upholding the rule of law, upholding decency in the country, and upholding the proper conduct of elections. We will stand behind those institutions We will allow them to be independent, and we will work with them to ensure they have the tools they need to do their job and let the chips fall where they may. And I have said, for example, that the gag clause that civil society and others are concerned about, that prevents any disclosure of any information on any matter under investigation, which has meant that we do not know who the illicit 7 were, or the illicit 6, or the illicit 10, or how much it gone to. We need to ensure that there's a proper balance between protecting people's personal reputations and the public interest in transparency in government. The balance is not properly struck now, and there are other models we can follow. We will amend that law. How can it be that we're going into an election and we do not know whether the candidates that are being put forward are under investigation from the Integrity Commission? That cannot be right. I don't think it is right that the only personal financial declarations that are summarized and published in the Jamaica Gazette are the Prime Ministers and the leader of the opposition. Well, the Prime Minister should be, but he has not been since 2021 because he can't cross it because he has his problems, as we know. But I have said that any member of the executive, whether a minister or a junior minister who's serving in government, should be treated in the same way because the same issues apply. And we will amend the Integrity Commission to ensure greater transparency amongst people in government. We are committed to good government in the country. That is why all of my shadow spokespersons in Parliament and outside of Parliament, because some of them are not in Parliament, because our number is small in Parliament now, but wait till that day comes. But all of them have signed the Leadership Code of Conduct initiated by the Integrity Commission, embodying 7 principles of good and honest government. Every one of my spokespersons have signed that. Not one Labourite has signed it. What can go so? We support fundamental constitutional reform. We want to decolonize Jamaica fully. Time come for that. But the piecemeal way in which this government has been approaching it can't work. And we won't let them hoodwink us on the issue of sovereignty for the Jamaican people. Yes, we must get rid of the monarch, the overseas foreign monarch, and have a local Jamaican as our head of state. But we must also have our final court being an accessible court that the people of St. Thomas and the people of Jamaica generally can access if they need to find justice through the final court. And right now you are denied that because the current arrangement is fundamentally inaccessible. You have to be a multi-millionaire to take that case to London, and you need a visa to go there, and many of us can't get it. So that is the wrong system, and we must get rid of that because that is a practical issue, not just a symbolic issue. Access to justice is fundamental, and we need to ensure that both aspects of our sovereignty are repatriated to Jamaica when we go forward. And we will look at things like fixed election dates because we can see the way the Prime Minister has been going on and all the uncertainty and frustration it is causing across Jamaica, where everybody is just anxious to get it over with and change the government out and move on. Fixed election dates would solve that problem. And if the people of Jamaica support it, the next PNP government will pursue it. And that applies. We will introduce legislation for impeachment. Because I don't see how a parliamentarian can be caught on video with a stool beating up a woman in a car park, and that person not only continues to sit in Parliament, but is running for the Jamaica Labour Party again to go back to Parliament, but him not make it because him going to lose. And for those delinquent members of Parliament that abandon their responsibilities and have their people suffering, we will introduce a system of recall so that the people of whichever area they represent, whether it be constituency or local, can get rid of them if they need to during the term of office where they're not doing their job and they're letting the people down. We also see the need for tremendous work on reform and education. We recognize so many bright young people do the right thing, study hard, keep themselves out of trouble, make their parents proud of them. But when it comes to the tertiary institution, university or college, them can't cross it. Them can't manage the financial aspect of it. And some of them don't end up even trying to go to tertiary. We have the first in family plan for them. If you are the first in your family to qualify for university or college, under the next PNP government, you will get a full scholarship to carry you through your tertiary education. And that is not just for you. That is for your family's benefit. Your brothers and sisters and other family members, because we know that when you get that leg up and you become a fully educated person with your degree, you will help your siblings move forward as well, because we want to stop intergenerational poverty in this country. Time come for the Jamaican people to be lifted out of poverty once and for all. I know that many young people are struggling. They get a job, they leave school or they leave university, and they would love to get their own home. But they can't afford it, and they have to be with their parents or with the family home until they get to the retirement age, some of them. That is why we see the need to build 50,000 affordable houses for the people of Jamaica over the next 5 years. This government's record in housing is dismal. Don't let the Prime Minister trick you with some bogus numbers. Nothing no go so. There's been a tremendous neglect of the need for affordable housing under this government. And we know that young people want to access those houses. So we are going to establish the Young Person Deposit Fund in the NHT. $1 billion topped up every year. Where if you are up on 35 or under, and you have joined the NHT for at least 2 years, and you want to buy a house, you will get a grant, non-repayable grant, that is free money for you to buy your house, to pay down on your house, so that you can become an owner in the ownership society that the People's National Party wants to build for the people of Jamaica. And for those of us who are excluded from the housing market because we can't prove our income to become eligible for a mortgage loan, we have the rent-to-own scheme designed for you. So if you are a farmer or a taxi operator or a hairdresser or a cosmetologist, or you have a little shop or whatever it may be, but you don't have a pay slip that shows your income from a big employer, don't worry yourself. The PNP is looking out for you. You will be able to move into one of those houses that we're building, and you can go in as a tenant, pay the rent, which is equal to the mortgage. And after 6 months, if you've been making the payments, we will say you have proved yourself. You don't need no pay slip. You can get access to the mortgage, draw down the loan, buy the house, and move from being a tenant to an owner with your owner door key. When it comes to healthcare, we have a shocking situation now. Cornwall Regional Hospital still not operating properly. $20 billion spent, no accountability for it. Nobody, the buck doesn't stop with anybody in the Andrew Holness government. And then if you go to any public health facility, in fact, in this country, and you're sick, chances are you're going to have long waits, possibly overnighting or several days sitting on a bench or in a chair because there's no bed or there's no this or there's no that, and this not working and that not working. Pure arms house going on in a Jamaica. Time come for better government, a caring government that looks about the healthcare system for the people. We plan to have a proper system of screening so that we can reduce diabetes, hypertension, cancer, catch those things early, manage them better so they don't end up ruining people's lives and costing all their savings and borrowings. Because we want to deal with these things early, there must be a proper screening system. And we want to have urgent care centers in every parish So that if there's an emergency, you can go there and your life will be saved. You'll be treated by a doctor when you're no longer critical, and then move to a proper hospital for the care that you need to get fully better. The next PNP government is about uplifting the people. It's about serving the people. It's about putting the people's interests first. And when I talk about agriculture, Dr. Campbell mentioned some of our plans. Time come for the farmers to get a new deal. Time come for the Agricultural Development Fund, which is going to be funded out of the taxes that are charged on imported food, and will ensure that our farmers get a break when it comes to land preparation, access to working capital through the PC banks, storage facilities, irrigation and water, all of these things. Our farmers are the backbone of the country's economy, but we need to increase their productivity, increase food production, reduce food insecurity, make Jamaica strong and resilient, and also we can ship out food to the rest of the Caribbean that isn't blessed like we are with the best this and the best that, because we know that Jamaica has the best food when it comes to everything, from ginger to cassava to yam to cocoa to Sea Island cotton, to the good ganja, which we are known all around the world because we produce the best. And we are the ones who see the need to pursue Jamaica as a logistics economy. We are positioned on the major shipping lane through the Panama Canal. We are also an English-speaking country, and we are on the same time zone, basically, as the Eastern Seaboard. Jamaica needs to integrate our economy into the world trade system so that more value-added goods and services are provided here. In the maritime area, in manufacturing and so on. We have the plan. It needs more work. There needs to be a proper ecosystem of laws and procedures that can support it, because that is how we're going to help to transform Jamaica from 7,000 a year US per person GDP to the 20,000 where we should be and more, which is where many other Caribbean islands are. And all of that requires an energy to be produced at an affordable price. And that's why we have Philip Paulwell in the energy ministry, the man who broke the monopoly in telecoms and ensured that Jamaicans benefited from multiple players. He is the man who is going to ensure that the energy system gets the investment it needs to transform from being fossil fuel reliant to the good renewable energy from the sun that the God has given us, so that we can have affordable energy and we can also use it to help those who are currently not accessing lawful electricity, but we can empower them to become lawful through our plan, including solarizing their homes. And we need a proper, efficient government. The bureaucracy of the country is too inefficient and unfriendly for people who have to use it. We have problems when it comes to how long it takes to do things, how expensive it is, the frustrations that people have to suffer to get their business done. It turns off investors. It slows up the economy. Well, I am on Market G. Me are the guinea gog for that. I am going to take charge of that issue when I become Prime Minister and make sure that we get some work done so that the efficient bureaucracy that the economy needs and the society needs can be achieved. So, comrades and friends, I don't come here to you with ego. I come with experience as a top lawyer in the country, as an investment banker for many, many years, as a legislator who has been very involved in the passage of legislation in the Parliament, as a minister, former minister, who had a lot of work to do to support the IMF program where we passed every test, and to somebody who is ready to assume the mantle of leadership and lead the country in the interest of the people with clean hands and a pure heart. I come with a team. I come with a team of quality individuals who are ready to serve. A mix of experience and youth, but brilliant youth with academic credentials and with experience in their own right in other walks of life. And I come with a purpose to build a better life for you and for your families, and for every Jamaican. So I ask you, don't just vote for the PNP. Vote for yourselves. Vote for your fear. Vote for your families. Vote for fairness. Vote for hope. Vote for leadership that puts people first. Leadership with integrity. The moment will soon be with us. And that moment will be your moment, Jamaica. Time come for a better life. Let's go forward together and build a better Jamaica. One love, comrades. God bless you all. The word is love.
St. Thomas!
Yeah.